Okay, we're live. Mm, just coming. Mm. Okay, we have Thursday. All right. Good day, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Oh, they all went back. Oh yeah, we'll just wait for a couple of minutes. Mm. Okay, I need to put this off. Okay, guys, we have a lot of people here now, so we can get started. Good day, everyone. Happy Boxing Day. You're welcome to today's section. Thank you for joining us wherever you guys are joining us from. Yes, I can see. Hi, Comfort. Hi, Aisha. Hi, Precious. Hi, Elijah. Thank you, guys. I can see everybody's active this morning. It's like still like around 5 a.m. here at my hand, but I think in Africa it's already p.m. It's noon already. I appreciate you all for joining. You're welcome to today's section. For those that are just joining for the first time, my name is Olamide Mercy. Um, I am happy to be your host for today's session. As you guys know, we always do this often. We bring guest speakers from different parts, from different countries, different programs to come and share their experience with us here on this platform so we can learn. Yeah, it's it's around 5 a.m. here right now. So yeah, so we can learn from them and we can ask them questions, we can gain insights. As usual, I always say this: experience is the best teacher. You get it. So today we are opportune to have a guest speaker here with us, which she will be speaking on studying abroad in Korea, studying abroad in Korea. So yes, you guys get ready to get a lot of insights. If you want to know anything about studying in Korea, like if you have questions, there will be room for questions and answers. So stay tuned. And once again, I just want to thank our speaker for gracing this invite because I understand when I spoke to her, her schedule is very, very tight, but she still took time out of her busy schedule to be here with us. But without wasting much of our time, I would like our speaker in Korea to introduce herself to us. Yeah, the floor
Okay,
is yours.
thank you so much, Mide, for having me here. Good day,
Thank
everyone.
Yeah, good day.
Yeah, so my name is Yetunde, and I'm a master's student here in South Korea.
Okay.
And I also major in artificial intelligence. I moved to South Korea last year, February. And I'm excited to share my experience about studying in Korea and also living in Korea with you guys. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I did not greet our speaker and our viewers. Compliment of the season, guys. Happy holidays too. As you can see, some people are not having holidays. Somebody like our speaker, there is no holiday for them. But yes, for those who are having holidays, happy holidays and compliment of the season. So you see, Mama. Um,
Yes.
you are a graduate student in Korea, right? Of course, yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you once again for coming here. So, if I would ask you, like, what's like, how did you come about studying in Korea? Like, right, how did that thought come up? Like, you want to go and study in Korea? Why not the US? Why not Canada? Why not like why Korea? If I may ask you.
Okay. Actually, it's not that I really want to like come to Korea, even though I fantasize about K drama and everything during my
Oh,
undergraduate days. Yeah. So, but it wasn't just that. Maybe because I love K drama. It was through a friend of mine that told me that if I would love to do my masters in South Korea. He has some friends that he can connect me with. So I was really surprised to hear that there are Nigerians in South Korea. Do you get? So that actually caught my attention, and I was like, okay, I'll try it, and I started working towards it.
Oh, and it worked out, right?
Yeah, it worked
Oh,
out.
that's cool. That's interesting to know. So most times, like I always say as well, information is key. Like you never can tell. Just a little bit of information, just like what we are sharing here, might be what will help you. And before you know, you get it, you apply, and you get it. Yeah, thank you for sharing that with us. So, we're gonna start with the application process of studying in Korea. So, what are the like application requirements for studying in Korea? We know there are both undergraduate and graduate, but first let's focus on the graduate aspect. So for to study in Korea, what are the requirements?
Okay, so I would say that firstly we have like the basic requirements, which is your the undergraduate transcript, and secondly your degree certificate, and I think international passport is also important. So I think I feel those are the three basic things that you need to have with you before proceeding to like apply for any graduate program in South Korea. And I also think it's like a general basic requirements for schools around the globe. So those are like the three documents you should have before trying to like apply for a graduate program here in South Korea.
Oh, very good. Thank you so much for that. So your transcript, your passport, and what did you like say?
Your degree certificate.
Thank you. So, are you saying we don't need to write any exams, no TOEFL or no English proficiency, no GRE, no like we would like to know about any standardized exam? Do we have to write any standardized exam?
So for the standardized exam, it's dependent on the schools. Like for my own school, there are some departments that require for like that request you to submit the English proficiency, and there are some departments that don't need you to submit the English proficiency exam. Results rather. So it's just like dependent on the school you want to apply into. So it's not like a mandatory thing to submit for your application. So if you are trying to like consider to apply to schools here in South Korea, it's not really a thing to like focus more on. But if you have your TOEFL or IELTS, I think it's really good, and it's like an added advantage to show that you are very proficient in speaking English. But for me, I didn't submit that for my application. It was just a proficiency certificate from my university. That was what I submitted for my application. So it's not really like a big thing, but some schools and some departments actually require you to submit such thing for your application.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so eager to learn a lot about studying in Korea right now. So yes, um,
Yeah.
so our viewers, you guys, there will be a room for question and answer. So let me just do the question now. Then, if you have any question while she's talking, you guys can drop it in the comment section. I can bring it on, like as we are talking. Okay. So yes, talking about so we've cleared the standardized text, so no test except if you have it. That's like an advantage. But
Yes.
did you write any test?
No, I did not write any exam.
Okay, so you did not write any exam. Very good, very good stuff.
Yes.
And I want to ask another question. Did you have to pay application fee or anything?
Yes, I had to pay about $50. So, and I think most schools the application fee it's around that range.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and of course, as of that time, it's not like really expensive because of the exchange rates. So it's still $50, and I think the price has not changed for my school. I'm speaking for my school, but for other schools, we can have like $40, $50, or $60. So most Korean universities, you have to pay for application fee, except for undergraduate studies. But for graduate schools, you would have to pay your application fee.
Oh, interesting. So undergraduate you don't pay, but graduate you
Most
pay.
schools, yeah, some of the schools you don't pay for application fee for grad or undergraduate rather.
Oh, very good. Good to know that. So in terms of paying method, so you guys use US dollars over there.
It's one actually, but they are going to be like charging us in one because the currency is not dollars. So it's just like on the website, it's going to be like $50, but they'll be taking that in one instead.
Oh, okay, so like you've already calculated it for us in dollars, right?
Yes.
Like I would like to know like how much is one to dollars, like to Nigerian naira. Oh,
So
you know that, right?
right now, the rate fluctuates,
So
and
like
I can't really give a specific um rate, but the last time I did mine, I think it was very cheap during my application time. $50 was around like 30,000 naira for me. As
oh,
that was like 2 years ago.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So
I
and I
think
think as of recent it's about like 50,000 one, since I'm like spending in one now, so I know like the amount in one. So it's about 50,000 one. So that should be like almost
it,
50,000 naira.
no
Yes, just that.
80,000, like
Yeah.
80,000. Oh, very good. Good to know that. Like, oh wow. So, did you apply to just one school, or you applied to many schools as well?
Okay, so for me, I applied to only one school, and
Wow.
which I don't think is smart enough to get like it's important to like you try to explore more opportunities. But for me, I was just being optimistic about the school I want to go into. But I tried as much as possible to send mails to different professors in different universities.
Okay.
So, but at the end of the day, I only applied to only one university. And like I said, it's not smart enough if you know you like really want to like go for your graduate program. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. So we'd like to know, like, what is the name of the university you applied to? You might have mentioned
So
it for the sake of those that are just joining us.
okay, so my own university is Daegu Kyungpook Institute of Science and Technology.
Oh, that sounds like Chinese. That sounds like, yeah. So we would come back to the language aspect later because I'm eager to know if you speak Korean now or something like that. But yeah, so don't, I can't pronounce that. Don't,
Okay.
can you type it for us, please?
Okay, I think the shortest form is Digist. So I'm going to like put
I
it in
think
the
that,
comment.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. Digist. So you guys should take note of the name of the university, Digist. So yes, yes, thank you.
Yes, it's DGIST. Once you just check for Digist online, you are going to see the university.
So, for the sake of those that do not have financial ability to apply, did they offer application fee waivers?
Yeah, that's just it. Like there's really not like the application fee waiver of a thing is not something that is really common in Korea. So there is like really not something like that. I've not seen anyone, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like come across such a thing. Most of the applications for graduate school outside of Korea, you would see like something like application fee waiver, which I've come across. But for Korea, yeah, I've not seen anyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
interesting.
just have that at the back of your mind that you are paying for your application fee.
Okay, so in terms of let's talk about, we've talked about the requirements, we've talked about
Yeah.
the application fee. So like Um, are you like funded? Is it like, are you funded in school? I think we talked about that. So to our viewers, like how is the funding like in the program for graduate students? Is it like the fund all student, all grad student, or some grad student are not funded? We would like to know.
Okay, so firstly, I can 100% speak for my school first before speaking for like general Korea in general. So if you are applying for a graduate program in Digist, and once you've been like admitted, you are automatically under um the scholarship. So you don't have to do like anything. And of course there is tuition fee waiver, and you'll be getting your monthly stipends, and this is a combination of the money coming from your lab and also from the school
Oh,
together. Yeah.
that's a very good one. So automatic, once you get admitted, you get funded, right? That's just sure, right?
Yes, that's the way it works here. So you don't have to like.
Now, wow, that's very cool. Good to know that. So, you guys, funding opportunity, take advantage of that. That's right. So, like, how is it like for other schools too? Is it like is Korea very big? We are talking about South Korea, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, South
yes.
Korea. So let's be specific. South Korea. So,
Yes,
is
South
how
Korea.
like do they have a lot of schools that we can apply to? Do they have a lot of schools for international students? What will you say about that?
Yeah, there are a lot of universities in South Korea that offers like very good opportunities. So you just have to like step up your game and look for universities that you feel suits your own, like what you want to do. And I'm sure that like there is no way you will definitely find a good university like mine university.
Oh,
So
oh,
yeah. So you
nice.
just have to like look for online, and there is like a specific website which is very legit. Like that was how I got to know about the gist. So it's from that website. You look for universities. We have IT based universities. We have the general universities like the national universities, and we also have the private universities also. So you just have to like look around and look for what you know that fits you or you suit into.
Oh, cool. So, are you saying we can apply to either the private university, any national, anyone?
Yeah, the most important thing is that as long as the school has funds, then you can proceed.
Oh, cool. So, how do we get to know? Are we going to see it in the website in the school up front?
Yes, that's one thing about like the Korean universities which I've come to realize. They always like have every of the information in details on their website. And if you are confused, you can always send a mail to the admission team and they will always respond as fast as they can. So that's just one thing I'm very sure of.
Oh,
You
very.
can't miss out of information on the Korean University's website.
Oh, cool. That's interesting to know. So,
Yeah.
guys, to the viewers that are watching us, there is an opportunity. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. It's not a must you have standardized exams, okay? And I think she said the application fee is $50, which I think even though it's sometimes financial constraints can be a problem, but I will encourage us to please give it a try, okay? And we would still we are still going to talk about certain aspects, but yes, you guys should think about this, okay?
Yes.
Okay, still talking about studying in Korea. I would like to ask: is this for STEM and non-STEM, or is it like it's just for STEM? You mentioned that you are doing your masters in artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
which so like is it for everybody, STEM and non-STEM?
So the thing is that, like we all know that STEM is like it's gaining like the momentum in the world. So
Okay.
it's not that there are no other opportunities for students that are not in STEM, but I feel
Okay.
like globally we have more opportunities for those that are in STEM, right? So,
Yeah.
but there are also schools that there are also schools that you can apply to if you are not in STEM. Do
Okay.
you get like there are also schools, but you have to like step up your game and look for those schools and make sure that you're not just applying to schools, but you are getting funds. Do you
Mm.
get? So
Oh,
it's not like something that's very direct or very easy, but if you are ready to do that, you can always look for universities. But if you are looking for universities that just like STEM based, it's very easy, like science and everything, it's very, very easy. And for
wow.
those that are not in STEM, not to be discouraged, you can still find into universities that suits your own career and what you want to do. So it's not just for STEM people alone.
That's very good. Yes, please, I would like to ask something, a question, like an interesting question, because I think which is something people from that are listening to us can benefit from. So you did your bachelor's degree in physics, right?
Yeah, I did. I
And
did.
you're doing artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So, like, is that allowed? Like, how? Because I feel like sometimes people think, oh, it's only computer science people that can do artificial intelligence.
Ah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah, it's only so. Like, can you share about that? Like, did you have to do anything before you switched to artificial intelligence? And the fact that they're even funding you, and so, like, how did you come about that?
Okay, so the thing is that, like you mentioned earlier, that information is very, very important. And I would also add to it that the set of people you work with is going to determine the kind of information you get. So I wanted to like switch into robotics, which I feel like is kind of related to physics because I have a physics background. But unfortunately, I couldn't get into robotics, so I had to switch to AI. And I also learned that they don't really like need perfect people, but they need people that are ready to learn.
What do you mean
So
by
and
perfect people?
like when you mean perfect people in terms of like you are so good, 100% good in this field, just the
Oh,
way you are like in mathematics, you want to move to mathematics also for your
oh.
PhD. Exactly. So there are not just rooms for people that are in that career path. People that are not in that career path can also join and learn. So I feel like graduate program here, it's like room for people to learn and unlearn things. So if you feel like your career path you are not cool with it, you want to switch, I think it's possible because I did. So it was a little bit difficult in the beginning because I don't have any idea about what AI is. Yeah. So yeah, that was what I did.
Like I'm impressed. Like like kudos to you. That's very good because so many people they will think because they did so they can't switch. So guys, grad school is not about what you did in your bachelor's. You have to do it in your grad program. Grad school gives rooms for you to grow, for you to so far you have the passion, you have the basic background. Like when I mean the basic background, you did some basic math course like for a high. Like there are some things that they call prerequisites. You understand? So far, you do
Mm.
all those things. I think you guys, there we will come to your question. I'm not ignoring anybody, okay? So we are coming back to the question, so we don't miss anything. Uh, yes. So we are still like having some time. So yes, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. So we're talking about grad school, the ability for you to explore, and you have the room to grow. So I am putting that out to you our Yetunde, scholar Yetunde that is here, she did physics and now she's doing a master's in AI, bachelor's degree physics, now master's in AI, artificial intelligence. That is to also encourage us. If you have a passion for something and or if something like, don't let your background discourage you. Okay, you can always give it a try. You can see she's well funded, doing well in our program right now. This you would surely have like you would struggle at first, but with time you get to adjust. Thank you for
Yeah.
that. That was a very sharp one. So, we would also like to ask, how was it like? Like, let's say you've been given admission, and you've successfully you just get the admission. Do you have to like go for visa interview after the? How is the visa process like? Do you have to like go to the embassy? Do you have to appear for
Mm.
an interview? Yeah.
Okay, so for that, I think Korean application like for visa is I would say is one of like the most less stressful one I've ever seen.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah, because the only stressful part is that Korean universities you have to like authenticate your documents. So that's what I would say that is like the most stressful part of applying for visa. So for example, if the school you applied into give you an admission, something like that, you have to take your documents, which is your transcript and your degree certificate to for the Nigerians, you have to go to like Ministry of Education to verify that you finished or graduated from this school. And from there, you have to also take those documents to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And after that, you just take your documents to the embassy and you just apply for your
And that
visa. And
and they
that's
just
all.
wow, that's very cool. Why do I feel like it's only US that you have to appear for an interview? Like I
Yeah,
think
I
so
think
far I've always
so.
been asking people and like they don't appear for interview. That's very good. For you to know, guys, this thing I think it's something you should like try and give it a shot. You never can tell yet. Please give it a shot. So I would come back to my own question. I just want to pick few questions from the viewers. Somebody is asking we'll talk about lifestyle and economy. That's going to be the last one. Okay, Juwon. What is the website, Yeti, the Korean University's website?
Okay, so the website is
Okay,
studyinkorea.com.
study Korea.
Yeah,
Study
yeah,
Korea.
study in Korea. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that. Study in Korea.
Yeah, it's together. Study in Korea.
Yeah. Thank you for that. So are you at Gist or the Gist? Did I pronounce it well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so no. Digest.
Oh, Digist. Then
Yes.
what about
Degu.
gist or
So the
digit?
gist is also like it's another IT school. IT school.
Oh,
Yeah.
so both of them, like they are both universities in Korea.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Kotek, she is at Digis. Okay, you might also want to check Gist or Digis. Anywhere the funding is, apply. So please, it's English language mode of instruction in most of Korean universities.
Okay. So about this thing, I can't speak for all schools. Do you get? Because it's not the same. For some schools, they actually teach in Korean language. Do you get?
Oh,
So the most important thing is that, like I said, you don't just look for schools. You also try as much as possible to dive into the department, reach out to people to know how things it's being carried out in each department. Do you get? So I can't speak for like all Korean universities but most of the universities I've heard of, they actually like have the Korean part, have the English part. But I don't think that's a problem. For my own school, everything is being taught in English.
oh,
Do you
cool,
get?
very
Yeah.
cool.
So it's like a fixed thing, and we don't have to like struggle. But for some schools, they take their classes in Korean, but I don't still think that is like a problem. So, and also they also provide this Korean language class for everyone that are interested in order to foster your like study and how to relate with people outside the school community. But I think that's for later. Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. I think that's very good. Yeah, we'll come back to that, just like you said. We already talked about that. Oh, we have Gloria here. That's nice. So we also somebody is asking, what is the CGPA requirement like? Is it like or just first class, or just like what are the requirements?
Okay, so the thing is that I would say there is no specific requirement
Wow, really?
because because I didn't even have like a first class to
Oh
apply.
yeah.
I just applied.
Can you
Yeah.
guys, so many times I think I have always talked about it, and I would keep saying it. First class, I say first class scholarship is not just for first class students. Funding is not for
Yeah.
first class students. People think it's because I do not have this thing, I do not have this thing. No, it is not like that. Scholarship, funding, fellowship, research opportunities, teaching opportunities, they are not just for first class students. Okay, as you can see, she's
Mm,
telling us there is no there's no like a specific requirement. So, but what would you say they are looking at in our application if you're applying
okay.
to? Yeah.
So the thing is that from what I've seen, number one, like I said, that they want to see like how the enthusiasm in you to learn first thing, and how I think that is the most important thing. And during the application process there's like a form of interview. So in my opinion, I feel like how you like converse, talk, and discuss what you want to do is also important. So like there's no like a specific thing on why they pick students. Do you
Oh,
get? So but just make sure that everything you have is up to date. Like
okay.
put in your best in everything.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you talk about interview now. I thought you said we just have to apply and just we get the funding and we are done. Do we have to still do it? Do we have to do interview?
Okay, so for the interview, it's just like a departmental interview where they'll just ask you questions about your personal work and also like throw you questions about what you did in your undergraduate. So it's not something really difficult.
Not difficult because for someone like you that you did physics, like what were the things they were asking you related to AI? Is it
Yeah, I think it has to be the most like funny and ridiculous interview I've ever had in my life because I'm new to AI and there was a lot of things I don't know because physics and AI are not the same thing. So during
Mhm.
my interview, they asked me so many questions about AI, like some models, the applications of some networks. I'm like, you have not heard these things before. I just tried. So before going into the interview, I tried as much as possible to watch YouTube videos to learn about machine learning, reinforcement learning, all those stuffs, but they were just basic. Then they started asking me questions on the applications of those things in research. I'm sorry, I couldn't answer any of those questions. But I just tried as much as possible to like communicate that I don't know these things, but I'm ready to know them and I'm
Oh,
ready to
great.
learn. Yeah.
Thank you. That's nice. Thank you. That's excellent. I think one thing I can pick from what you said is I think people can also benefit from is when you have an interview and you know you really want to do this, like one way of you, even if you don't know, you don't say like you don't know, just let them know like just like she said, you were like you are ready to learn. You are ready to learn. I don't know this, but I'm ready to learn. Not just no, I don't know it. You don't know it, but you are ready to learn. Thank you for that. Yeah. So how is veterinary medicine in South Korea? Do they have like veterinary? Juwan is asking. Do they have
Yeah,
there
there
is
is medicine in um South Korea, but you know that when it comes to like graduate application, I
Mhm.
think Mide, you should also be familiar that it's not just um they don't just write veterinary medicine
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
exactly. It's
To do
not
like
like the way it is in Nigeria. So you might probably want to do veterinary medicine, but they're not going to bring it out like veterinary medicine.
okay, yeah, I get your point.
Yeah. So it's going to be like probably affiliated or something that is related. So yeah,
I think that boils
that's
down to
it.
you doing your research. So, Juwon, you can check out the program. So you might not see directly as veterinary medicine. You understand, or like maybe if you want to do nursing or you want to do medicine and you just see something like that. So you have to look at fields. Like there might be another word for it. That's what she's trying to say. That is how most programs are like. So it's the title might not just be what you are searching for. The title you are searching for might not be what you'll be seeing on the website. Okay, thank you for that. So someone said Digist is nice. I was there few like I was there.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So is there cyber security for grad schools in South Korea?
Yes, there are. But it is not going to, you are not going to see cybersecurity.
Okay, but it will be like a course that is you can do cyber security or
Yeah.
how?
Like most of the schools in Korea, like they're all research based. So they're not going to come out like cybersecurity. So your research could be towards cybersecurity, but it's not going to come as like cybersecurity department. Do you
Okay,
get
yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, yeah, that's good. So, Mary, you can check out for you'll find that there. I would advise you to give it a shot. Okay, you can also apply for AI. And they are kind of I don't think so, but you can also apply for AI. I would say so that if people you can meet Yeti over there. So, can you study and work as well? So, aside this stipend, can you do extra jobs outside school? Is it allowed? Is
Okay.
there any requirement? The way they have about this 20 in the US, there's 20 hours limit for
Um.
so is there any limit for students in Korea?
Okay. So the thing is that you can't work, it is illegal if you're a graduate student. Reason being that they are paying you monthly and they assume that the amount you are getting monthly is enough for you. And I also think that in the right, like, I don't think anyone in their right senses would even want to work, even if it is legal. Reason being that the research environment is tedious already. Like
Sometimes.
you want to like exactly you want to work, you come to the office like to school every Monday to Friday, you want to like meet up with your targets and you look up to like your weekends to even try to like work. So you would not even want to like think of working outside the school because you can't be in the office for like maybe 10 hours in a day and you'll be worn out and you'll
Mm,
not be able to like be more productive in the lab and they expect you to be more productive in your research.
mm.
Do you get? That is why they try as much as possible to give us enough money that is going to sustain we graduate students because best believe that money is very important.
Yeah, it gives you peace of mind. Yeah, as
Yeah.
graduates. So what about in terms of accommodation? Did you guys get accommodation to like you get to pay your accommodation through your stipend or how is it like? Cause yeah.
Yeah. I think the accommodation for my school, um, the accommodation is very good. Yeah, very, very good. But you have to pay from the monthly stipend. So that's the only thing we like pay for here.
Mhm.
But some students stay outside the school and it's really cool. It's affordable also. It's something that you can live by and survive.
So you stay on campus, right?
Yeah, I stay on campus and I really love it.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. So how is it like compared to your home country in Nigeria, like your university in Nigeria? I think did you stay in the hostel? Sorry. Yeah, you guys are still here. Okay, so probably she would be back. It. Yes, so I was going to ask, like, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So I was asking about, like, it's not something we should be comparing, right? But like, how is it like comparing to you studying back in your home country and studying in Korea?
Studying back in my own country, I won't lie, the experience is really, it was awesome because, there are a lot of communities. You can reach out to people when you don't understand something. Also, here is also very good. Do you get? But, since different culture and the system is so different, I can't really pick the best because way back at home, we have strong community. So in this place, probably there's no strong community to teach properly, just like the way probably when I was in Nigeria. If I have any issues with any course, I can walk up to my classmate and be like, oh, but it's not like that. Um, um, in
Yeah.
in in this place here. Do you get? But there are other things here that are really like the network is good, everything is provided. You can like everything is just available. There are resources, you have access to everything. So you are not limited. Like everything is just unlimited.
Oh,
Let
very
me
good.
use that word.
Oh, that's cool. So, we're still going to talk about lifestyle and every other thing later, guys. So, we're coming back to that. We would like to ask, when is the application cycle? Is there any specific deadline? When do we have to apply?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we would like to know the application cycle so we can know when to apply.
Okay, so Korean universities, like we have the spring and the fall semester.
Oh, just like US schools.
Yeah. But
Okay,
our spring semester starts like late February to June, and fall semester starts in late August, some schools September and until like December. So for the all round year application, so if you are looking forward to apply for fall semester next year, application starts next year, April to May for digits. And for other schools also, application is always between March to April or May. Do
okay,
you get?
great.
If you are planning, like if you are looking forward to apply for fall semester 2025,
Okay,
and for spring semester, for those, I think all admission for this year, all application for this year rather, is closed because I mean it's the end of the year. But if you are looking forward to apply for spring 2026, then application for spring 2026 starts around June down until December.
but you said another application will be open in March, right? March, right?
Yes, March for fall semester.
That is closer because that and this one is still far. So I think you should look forward to applying for the March application cycle. Early, is it like early March or March? Yeah, I
Yeah,
would. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
okay, so I would say for some schools, it's like late March and early April to end of April. Everything is just like in between March to April, to May. So you just have to like pay attention to everything.
Okay, very good. In terms of we've talked about graduate school and yeah, graduate programs and yeah, I once saw like a body that's like a scholarship body. Yeah, the person that is just joining would come back to you. Thank you for joining. So is that like a scholarship body aside going directly to apply to the school? Can we like is there any alternative or all we have to do is just apply to the school or we have to go through a scholarship body?
I didn't get that.
Okay, like sometimes I see something like scholarship for studying in Korea or
Okay.
Korea like I see like scholarship opportunities. Oh, that was not like have you ever come across that before?
I've not
Okay. Okay,
really,
then that is
really.
fine. But I was just going to know if the only way to get there is just to apply directly to the school. We have to go through certain bodies as well, like scholarship.
Okay, yeah. For graduate students, I think well, this is very common and popular format, the code email stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Getting professors before you like start your application.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So now let's pick some questions. So thank you guys for you can keep on dropping your questions. I think people they are eager to know about a lot of things. So
Yeah.
Reggie answered, can you study and work as well? We'll talk about racism later or Andrew that. Then we talked about when the application begins. Somebody is asking, it's eh? It's indiscipline. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I
yeah.
saw it.
You're right. Tech trends like is right. He or she is right. Yes. So I think the person is just trying to like complement what we've said. So is
Okay.
ITS or under English proficiency one of the requirements? AC, you mentioned something about that. Can you briefly like touch it again?
Okay, like I said earlier, that the IELTS is not something mandatory. It's dependent on some schools and also departments. So for my school, most of the departments they don't like request for your IELTS as long as like you can prove that you're from like a speaking English country like Nigeria. So for my application, the only thing I submitted was my English proficiency from my university.
Okay. So I think that's a good question. She has answered that Jerry and Ianolua. So you don't need any you don't like just like what she said. So how do you find AI major at Digist? I failed to
Okay.
find. I only saw information and communication engineering where I recently finished at the, yeah, university.
There's
So how do
AI
we find this
department.
program?
There's AI. There's AI on the school website. If you go under interdisciplinary department, you're going to see AI departments on there. So
Thank
you
you.
just have to check very well.
Thank you. So now I think we would come back later. Let's talk about lifestyle in Korea. Like just to start with what Oluwatoba is asking, do they have African food? I will start. There's not like good food. There is good food, okay, but it might not.
Yeah.
It might not be what you would like. Okay, what is good for you might be bad for somebody else. But do they have African food in Korea, South Korea?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of African foods. And I eat my home country food here. So
Oh, oh, okay, okay, cool. So you said you were a fan of K drama. I don't know
mm.
what K drama is, but I know a lot of people are fan of K drama, and
You're
yeah,
missing out though. You did.
I don't know what K drama is, but yeah. So have you ever get to meet any of those
ah.
celebrities? Yeah.
Huh. K drama is is even from real life. Oh, just
Oh,
the way like I mean, just the way like celebrities are like quite difficult to see in Nigeria. It's the same way here too. All these
oh,
people, most of them want to all see them on screen and don't get, except if you are like really like extroverted, like you are very, very social and you put your energy into those things. And I bet you that if you're in graduate school, you don't even have time for those things. That's
oh,
just
despite the
the
fact that you're a
reality.
fan, I thought if you're a fan, like you'll be like, as soon as I get there, I want to see my fan. I don't know, but I know a lot of people fantasize about all these Korean arts.
Yeah, yeah, Korean Idol. Trust me, like I still fantasize about them and watch K drama when I'm like less busy. But trust me, when you get here, reality is going to eat you, and you just just want to have your work done.
Oh,
The
oh, that's cool. So, like, how is the weather like in Korea, South Korea?
weather is good except summer.
Really? Like,
Yes,
it's very like hot over
very
there.
very hot. It's very very hot during summer, and
Oh,
it's very hot. I don't think I like summer. In my best opinion, I don't think summer is. It's I don't know. It's competing between Nigerian weather. I don't even know which one is worst during summer.
oh, then it's not worse. Then if it is that like Ilori weather, like I think it's fine.
Ah,
You don't like sun,
hmm.
maybe.
What's
So like
annoying weather? It's the same thing.
okay, then they can relate to something. So another question about how is it like as an international student in South Korea? As do we have a lot of international students over there?
A lot,
A lot of international
a
students.
lot. Like when I mean a lot, I mean a lot.
Hmm, interesting,
A
interesting.
lot of people.
Okay,
That
so
yeah.
how would you say about mixing with other people, like the country, the student of that particular domestic student? How is it like relating with them?
I would say that it's I won't say it's difficult, but at the same time it's also difficult. So if you are like if you are very if you are this kind of a people person like me,
Mhm.
yeah, it's very difficult because if you're a people person, you want to like relate with people, especially these people, and sometimes they tend to like shy away and not want to like not because they don't want to be friends with you, but I guess maybe the language barrier makes them like shoot back. So it might be a little bit difficult for people that are extremely extroverted, but for people that are really calm, I think there's no problem.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
Yeah. So talk about the language, but I thought you said you are being taught in English.
yeah,
Oh, so most of them don't speak English, right?
yeah, they don't.
Okay,
No,
that's it. Yeah. English is not the official language, right?
yeah, yeah, sure. It's not the official
What is the
language.
official language of South Korea?
It's Korean. They speak Korean.
Oh, okay. It's
Pure
called.
Korean.
Oh. So have you started speaking Korean now? Like, can you speak Korean?
I'm so sorry. The only thing I know how to speak is how to greet people and introduce myself. Like when I got here, I was really interested. I'm like, okay, I want to like be invested in learning Korean. But like I said, graduate school is really tedious. Like a lot of work. I started the first semester. I was like, I'm going to learn my Korean language. I think I stopped along the way. The second semester, I'm like, I attended those two classes and I stopped because I had so many things to do. So it takes someone that is really, really like determined
To
and well
learn.
disciplined to learn that you can multitask. If you know you can multitask, especially people that know how to like learn something very fast, you can learn Korean language. You can go to the class and after the class have some personal, and most people that I know here that can speak Koreans that are foreigners, most of them they've been learning before they come here. This one is not about K-drama learning, no. I mean
That's a good one. So I think since you watch K drama, you should be familiar with the language, right?
see, I'm familiar with the language in K-drama, but not in real life.
That's
So
interesting. Yeah.
that's it.
Okay, cool to know that. So for the language, do you have to pay to learn, or it's a free opportunity for you to learn the
It's a
language?
free opportunity. It's
Okay.
actually free.
So you guys, you don't have to worry. You can, if you want to learn, you can always get that opportunity to learn for free. So somebody is asking how much is the stipend for grad student. She will just say it is over. You can easily, you will survive. Where can you give them the range? Like you don't have to tell us there's harsh figure, but
Yeah,
a
like I
range.
said, it's about like from maybe I can only say it in one. So you can probably go online to search for it. I can't, it's the only currency I have in my head is one right now. So, and I think it's for master students it's about like 100,000 800,000 won, so about like maybe 1.2 million won. And for PhD students it's like upward. And
Oh,
trust me, like this money, if you know that you are not the kind of person that like spender, because there are a lot of things that are very catchy here. You can live within what you have.
you'll be fine,
You'll
right?
be fine.
Oh, very good. That money sounds like a huge amount, a million one. That's interesting.
Mm,
Yeah, so with Ruth,
that's
to
like
answer your question.
millionaire in like a millionaire in yeah, in
Oh,
Nigeria rather.
oh, cool. So is it like stipend monthly or weekly, bi-weekly?
It's
Monthly.
monthly.
Okay,
Ah,
cool.
if I getting paid weekly.
Yeah, that's interesting to know. So some people would like to ask about, I thought you got admitted under GKS scholarship when you were ready to study under South Korea.
Oh
Was that your field?
no.
Okay,
GKS
no.
is like totally different. It's totally different route of like coming into Korea. So for the GKS, I won't go into details about GKS, but GKS is that you're going to learn Korean language for a year. So if you really want to like come through the GKS way, trust me, there are a lot of YouTube videos that you would
Oh,
see on GKS. There are a lot of them. So, like I said, those if you want to apply for graduate students, learn as much as possible to watch YouTube videos. I did.
okay. So I think if I was the one I want to go through the route, maybe I don't know, I will just go through the route you went through because you did not
Yeah,
have Korean language. I'll just apply
yeah.
and I'll just wait for my this thing. Then Ianolu was, you did not mention CV, right? Right?
Okay, yeah. I didn't talk. I did not talk
We
about
need academic
CV.
CV.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
academic CV.
Yeah, okay. So yes, the person is saying, "Can my high school?" This one is like we can talk about this here, Yanlua, but this is like the person is asking if they need to put their high school achievement in their CV or something. I think so far it's related to your to complement your CV. You can always put that. Okay. So CV is required. CV, transcripts, passports, and that's it, right?
Um,
Certificate. Yeah. Hey, I say CV again. It's better. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody is saying, "What are the catchy things?" I don't understand. Roots. Maybe you should rephrase that. I don't know when I said catchy things.
okay, I think when I talked about if you know, like there are a lot of catchy things in Korea,
Oh, okay, okay, okay. What are the catchy
mm,
things in Korea?
like things like for the girly things that you feel like you need these skincare. I think Korea is known for like widely known for their skincare products. Yeah,
Oh,
so those things looks very cheap, and at the same time, you start buying them
yeah.
to glow up. You spend, and there are a lot of things that I can't even like go into details. You can only know for yourself when you come here.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, I used to see those boots that I used to wear, all those shoes, like yeah,
Don't
those,
mention.
yes. I think yeah, they are nice, nice stuff. So we can't compare now. This is not like economic
We,
comparison, Juma, please.
yeah, I saw a comment.
Yeah. So is there anything like statement of purpose or personal statement?
Yeah, sure. You have to do that. That's very important.
Oh,
That's one of
we
the
did not
things.
mention it. Okay, so they need essay. They need to write essays too.
I think it's only SOP that you need to write, not personal
But
statements.
how is it like? Is it very? Does it have to be very? What are the things that you are looking for in the statement of purpose?
So this, one thing for Digist I can say is that, and for other schools, they always like have what you need to write about. So, which makes it much more easier. Do you
Okay.
get? And for the statement of purpose, don't if you want to write that, because the first statement of purpose I had, which I submitted for my application, I wrote it myself. I did
Okay.
everything. I drafted everything myself. And as at then, I think my knowledge about writing was very like it's not like to the standard I have now. And it was good. And I actually gave it to people to actually check through for me. So they have what you're going to be writing about. And I think it's just about your background, like what you
Mm.
did in school and why you want to transition. For example, I was transitioning from physics to AI. So why? And the things that I've been able to accomplish during my undergraduate days, the courses I took, and I also talk about, I think I also talked about, yeah, the project I did in
Oh,
school and outside school. And lastly, why I want to come to Digist. I think
okay. Very good.
that's almost like,
Okay. Interesting. Thank you for that. We would also we would like to ask, what about letter of recommendations? Do they ask for letter of
yeah,
recommendations?
sure, like three. Very important. Yeah.
Okay, so three letter of recommendations. Okay. So is it possible to go for an entirely different course for graduate studies? I think
Yeah.
you can be precise and maybe like sometimes you cannot say you are coming from you cannot say you're coming from maybe that'll be fine arts to AI. It might be difficult.
It will
So
be. I've heard of someone. I don't
oh
know the person, but I've heard somewhere that
oh,
there's a
so
lady
anything
that
is
is associated.
yeah, yeah. So I think among me, it's possible. It's possible. Okay, it is possible. So Aisha, they just said it. We need to know of purpose. You just mentioned it. Probably you went off and you just came back. For those that are just joining, that they are just like probably you missed something. This session is being recorded and it will be on the YouTube channel. I would also appreciate if you guys can please subscribe, like the video. We always have sessions talking about um,
Subscribe.
yeah, talking about scholarship opportunities to study abroad. So I would encourage us to subscribe, and you can also share with your friends, your colleagues, so they can benefit from this. You just we mentioned earlier that information is key. You might be
Yeah.
probably like giving that information to somebody, and that would go a long way. So yes, if you guys do not have any questions, this is like you can drop your questions. This is the last questions round of questions we are taking. So I would ask my own question. I think talking about your experience so far as an international student studying in Korea, what has been the culture like? What has been some of the culture shocks and how you've adapted studying in Korea?
These questions. These questions, I always see them online.
Oh
the,
yeah, like
yeah, the
what?
cautious. So, the thing is that I would say for myself, I'm speaking for myself now. This is not like the ground for everyone. I'm not. I like Korean so much and the culture, but I don't really pay attention to some things. Do you
Okay.
get? So maybe I don't know if this falls into the category of like culture shock. You know, we as a Nigerian, I believe that most people on this platform are Nigerians or Africans. You know
African.
how expressive we can be everywhere
Okay.
and trying to talk. But this place, I think everybody, most people are really like reserved, like more conserved rather. Let me use that word.
Okay.
Like just when people are in the bus, they don't talk. When people are like going out, everywhere is always silent, stuff like that. So it was really like a thing for me. And you know, like I said something earlier that if you are really, really extroverted, it's very difficult for you. Like people mind their business. It's like, why are you minding your business? Like that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really like something. But aside from that, I don't think there are other stuffs, but I don't think it's something that it's like a big deal
To
to get.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to me. But so to some other people it's really like a thing. Yeah, like putting your shoes before I think it's a culture. I don't see like a big deal about it.
Give us the G. Like, what is something like that we need to know? Is there anything, what are you talking about? The shoes? Like, you have to put up your shoes before entering.
Yeah, before you enter, you have to like put your shoes, and when you enter your room, you have another shoe that you wear around the room.
Oh,
All those kind of stuff.
oh, this person is saying, why will they be minding their business? I think generally in all these countries, like countries
Yeah,
outside Africa, people mind their business. It's only in
a
Africa that
lot.
we mind
We
our
don't,
business.
I
We
and
don't
I
mind.
love that about us. I even like it.
Oh, but sometimes it saves you stress, unnecessary stress.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. So Korean all the way, yes, guys. Korean all the way, yes. Somebody is asking, yes, there is application fee $50 US dollar, 40 to 50 US dollars. And somebody said, I studied industrial chemistry, have taken courses in data science. Is it possible to get a fully funded scholarship in data science? Yes, it's possible.
Yes.
Right? It's
Possible.
possible. Yeah. Can somebody stay in Korea after schooling? Is it possible?
It's possible. Some people are doing it. Like,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
very good. So,
it's possible.
precious, it is possible. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kola. Today I had for like have gained a lot of insights about this scholar study in Korea, and I think people watching us today gained a lot of insight. I would just like to ask about the undergraduate opportunity as well. You said it's not um you don't have to pay application fee, right? So how do
Yes.
I go about it? Can you just summarize it? Just
Okay, so for the undergraduate studies is kind of different, the
okay.
processing, like yeah. So I mentioned something about the study in Korea. So before you can proceed for your undergraduate application, you have to like create an account on the study in Korea and you look for example, my school application for undergraduate is ongoing until February. So you just have to create an account and search for digits. So once you search for a specific school, it's going to pop up and you're going to see everything that you need to know. So
Mhm.
and the most important thing is that like I mentioned, they already provided like enough information for you, like
Oh,
in details. So that's just like and undergraduate is not the required document is not like as stressful as graduate students.
oh, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, please, can you drop your LinkedIn handle for us? You can probably just type that in the comment section. I can do the job if you can just, yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. I have a last question for our speaker, but I want her to drop the LinkedIn. You can connect. You guys should go and connect. If you have any questions about Korea, she's in Korea. So like Digist, yeah, she's in Digist. I got it right.
Yeah, you got it, ma'am.
Can you tell us the full name? No, please. Can you tell us the full name of your school again? Dai.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's it's Daegu Kyungpook Institute of Science and Technology.
Daegu Kyompong Institute of Science and
Kyung yes.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna drop that. So this is our LinkedIn. You guys should do her to connect. Okay. So the last question, I'm no longer taking any question from the audience. what is the final advice you would give to anybody who wants to study on a scholarship like you? Like, what is the what's advice will you give to them?
Okay. The most important thing is that if you are working to apply for graduate programs, even probably not in South Korea, try as much as possible to work with like-minded people.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very like once you do that, trust me, you reduce your stress
That's good.
and you will not have junks as information. You have real information,
Cool, cool.
and you
That's
will not be and you will not be discouraged. Do you get like
yeah.
because these things can be very stressful, emotionally, mentally draining, especially if you're looking for schools or looking for funds. So try as much as possible to keep people that are like-minded, people that are scholarship oriented around you, regardless of your GPA, regardless of anything, first class, second class, two. Just make sure that you keep those people around your circle. If you now finish graduate application, if you now want to have different people, that one is, but yeah. So the people you have around determines the kind of information you get. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Very good. Thank you for that. That's powerful. And I think yeah, you guys are welcome. Thank you so much for the wonderful comment. Thank you for joining. And especially thank you to our guest speaker despite your busy schedule. I really appreciate you for
Thank
sharing
you,
this
Mide.
wonderful information. Yeah. And I believe a lot of people will benefit from this. I would encourage you all, don't let our talking be in vain. Take steps, take action, just like I always say. Do not do not relent in this journey. All you need is just 1 years. You don't have to start directly from Europe or US or this. If you guys know Dr. Lumiwa Balajabi, I think he started in South
Yeah.
Korea. Now he's
Yes, it did.
yeah, I think he went to South Korea, Germany. Then now he's in Canada and he's doing excellently well. So you never can tell which path you're gonna go through. So give it a try. Even if you have a dream come true or you have a destiny like where you want to like to settle down in future or something like that, you can always give this an attempt and just see if you get it. But I think people would get it just like I think the application process is not really that stressful, I would say. So yes, thank you all for joining once again. We will continue our sessions. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you yet today.
Thank you so much, Mide. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. And thank you to everyone.
Thank you.
I wish you
Bye.
guys the best. Bye.